Hello and good evening, and I'm still in Clerkenwell. I found someone else to talk to, Guido Fawkes. Would you like me to use your real name?
Paul Staines, yes.
Paul Staines would be fine with it. Wow, exclusive. But yes, you went to see Beauty Queen of Milan. I've seen Beauty Queen of Milan.
Well, I'm Irish, and my wife's Irish, and she's a huge fan of the lead actress, and that was the reason she wanted to see it so badly.
Was that Rosaline Linehan, the older woman?
No,
the younger woman, Derble Crotty.
Oh, I can't remember which one she really loved. But
one of those.
She wanted to see one of them, and she was very happy with the outturn. Unusually for me, given it wasn't amusing and a comedy, well, it was a bit comical, wasn't it?
I think it was very funny. It was like black comedy.
Black comedy, yeah.
Funny.
I liked it. I also liked the fact that we walked in, it was raining.
I loved that.
It was a nice little.
What do you think it gave to the production? That little bit of rain.
Dampness. It gave a little bit of damp.
Gave moisture. Yes, it lent.
And also the set actually, even though it was just one room,
the cottage. Yeah.
It was a shebeen.
Yeah.
Which is a traditional Irish cottage, and it did look like a traditional Irish shebeen. Very good.
I made this exact point because also it's supposed to be set in 1994, around the time of 1994, and it is. Trust me, because everyone thinks it's set back in time.
Oh yeah, no, the kid in the trainers and the football arms. We would go to Dublin and see loads of kids like that.
I think it's so accurate.
So it was quite well judged. It's obviously in that sense. It was well acted. It was a good story. You couldn't lose with that. But generally.
Oh, well, we do generally.
When our wife takes me to theatre,
okay,
it's usually on perseverance.
Why? You and theatre. What's you and theatre's relationship?
Well, like yourself, I probably get a few free tickets to things.
Okay.
And if they're kind of light and entertaining, I'm more likely to go. I saw Yesminster.
Oh, right.
In the West End. I enjoyed that greatly. My wife said, I think the bit about paedophilia and the minister and that whole strand of jokes, she thought, that's not very good. I thought it was quite funny, but it was my kind of subject, really. So I suppose that's what
that is, did it feel to you, I'm not saying it did to me, but did it feel to you like a half-hour concept stretched too long? Or did it fit?
Oh, you might have a point there. I did like it, but it was a TV show that was stretched too long.
Okay. But yeah, the relationship between you and theatre in general.
I hate subsidised theatre.
You hate subsidised theatre. I was trying to coach you onto this.
On a number of levels. Ideologically,
go.
Out of my wallet and taxpayer, also. And also my experience of subsidised theatre is that there's a reason it's subsidised. Nobody wants to go see it.
I just have to argue with that, because subsidised theatre, of course, includes places like the National Theatre and the Royal Court and Young Vic and theatres like that. And I think they do innovative work that needs to be done. Because I think theatre isn't always underburdened by politics.
Why don't we subsidise greyhound racing?
Why don't we? What is your point?
A lot of people like whippets and like to see whippets. And the
whippets aren't greyhounds, are they?
Aren't they? They are. That's what we need to subsidise then. We need to subsidise whippet racing. So there you go. Already you've made my case for me.
I think I definitely have. So why are you saying that on a cultural level they're comparable?
Your elite views on what is good and needs to be subsidised. I might not agree with most of the country. Most of the country wants to watch the X Factor.
Yes. Okay. And your point being that we should only...
In a democracy, should the elite's desires be subsidised? I don't think so. Why don't we have the American system?
Is subsidised theatre the desires of the elite? Because there's a lot of work being done at the moment, especially by companies like the National Youth Theatre, which certainly don't make all their own money themselves, which are aimed at people that specifically don't go to theatre, that they're opening up the doors of youth culture. And I don't like youth culture as a concept, really, because I don't think it's good theatre. But what they're trying to do is open the doors to the X Factor generation into theatre.
Well, that's an easy example.
It's an example.
Who goes to the Royal Opera House? Rich people.
But that's very different to subsidised theatre. The tickets for subsidised theatre are around £30. Royal Opera House are over £100.
Why should we subsidise a penny to the Royal Opera House for rich people to go to? You know, on the occasions I've been there, it's usually been a corporate thing. I try to run out, fall asleep, or not get molested by a homosexual. And the truth is that most of this country would quite happily vote against subsidising the Royal Opera House without a second thought.
Do you not think there is any socio-cultural benefit in subsidising theatre, and really innovative and I'd say ahead of the curve theatres like the Battersea Art Centre, Theatre 503, the really niche bijou theatres that are pressing you
do you think America has cutting edge theatre and innovative arts or not? Because they don't have any state subsidised theatre.
But they have subsidised. It's not by state. It's individually subsidised by
Patrons.
Patrons, yeah.
Why not have that over here?
Well,
so people like you, and older and richer people like you, can do the same. They can subsidise their interests, and the normal hoi polloi will not have to pay taxes for that.
But do you not think the government and the state should have some or any interest? I'm not saying a driving or leading or interest in our cultural output. Not at all.
No. I think that way we head down towards, Stalinist theatre.
Well, I don't think we do.
In the Royal Court, I think we do have Stalinist theatre.
You think, what, productions like The Village Bike in Jerusalem?
All that rubbish, yeah.
Okay, leading us back to happier ground, what's your favourite play ever in the history of plays?
Oh, I quite like ABBA, the musical.
What do you like to get from your theatrical experience? How do you like to leave the theatre? How do you like to feel?
Singing a tune.
Singing a tune. Do you think it should, you like escapism, a bit of therapy?
Yeah, actually, I remember seeing years ago, is it The Lady in Black? The
Woman in Black.
Woman in Black, yes. I thought that was fantastic.
Very good, yeah.
And I think that was probably my first taste of West End theatre.
Right, and that is proper West End, it's not fringe or anything, that is, they make their money themselves.
No, the only subsidised theatre I saw before that was my school play.
Okay. How was that?
I messed up the narration.